Hey, this is Mr. Masonette, and what we're going to do today is we're going to practice solving a percentage word problem using three different methods. This problem reads that Fernanda had a total of 24 problems for homework. She correctly answered 18 of them. What percentage did Fernanda answer correctly? Well, the problem states that Fernanda correctly answered 18 out of 24 problems correctly. But remember, a percentage is a rate that's out of 100, and the rate that we're given is out of 24. So what we have to do is see what this is equal to out of 100. Now, one thing that I like to do first is to see if the given fraction is something that can be simplified first, because sometimes the simplified version of the given fraction is something that is easily converted into a rate out of 100. So let's go off to the side here and reduce 18 over 24. Now 18 and 24 share a common factor of 6, so we can divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor of 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So instead of converting 18 out of 24 into a percentage, let's go ahead and convert 3 out of 4 into a percentage. Well, whenever you have a 4 as your denominator, we can call those quarters, and we have 3 quarters. And if you had 3 quarters in your pocket as change, that would be 75 cents. So you can think of percentages kind of like money. 100% would be $1, and 75 cents would be 75%. So we can say that 3 out of 4 is equal to 75%. But let's go ahead and show the math on this. So let's change 3 out of 4 to an equivalent rate out of 100. We know that 4 can be divided into 100 25 times because 4 times 25 is 100. So we multiply the top by the same amount, because whenever you have equivalent rates or fractions, the denominator and the numerator must increase by the same amount. So 3 times 25 is 75. Now, you actually didn't have to reduce 18 out of 24 to figure out what our percentage is. It's just sometimes reducing makes it a little bit easier. So let's just try solving this without reducing 18 out of 24. Now, whenever you have two fractions that are equal to each other, it is known that when you cross multiply, you will come up with the same product. So what I'm saying is that 18 times 100 will be equal to 24 times whatever this number is right here. Even though we already know this is 75, let's just say that we don't know that it is 75 yet. Let's take 18 times 100, and that would give us 1,800. Now, to figure out what we multiply 24 by to make 1,800, what we have to do is take 1,800 and divide it by 24. Now, 24 does not fit into 1 or 18, but it can be divided into 187 times, which is a total of 168. And subtracting 168 from 180, we get 12. And we have one more digit to contend with, so we drop that down. And 24 can be divided into 120 exactly 5 times. So we still end up getting 75 out of 100, which is equal to 75%. Now, let me show you one other way that we may solve this problem. Whenever you are given a fraction that you have to convert into a percentage, what you can do is take the numerator of that fraction, in this case 18, and you can divide it by the denominator, in this case 24. And then you go over to your dividend here and you put a decimal at the end, and then you bring it up. And we add 2 zeros because a percent is out of 100. So we put place values to the hundredths place. So when we get 2 digits after the decimal, we can read that value as being out of 100 or to the hundredths place. Now, 24 can go into 180 7 times, which is 168. And that leaves us with 12. And we bring down this digit, which is a 0, and 24 goes into 120 exactly 5 times. Now, 18 out of 24 as a decimal is 75 hundredths, and 75 hundredths may be written as the fraction 75 over 100, which is equivalent to 75%. So we just demonstrated three different ways that you may change a fraction into a percentage.